Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is a strange object sitting on top of a craft in Brazil. Also have this video from Reddit. It shows an F-16 Viper chasing a Tic Tac at almost Mach 1. This is footage from the James Webb Space Telescope launch. And in this section, when we actually launch it about an hour and 50 minutes in, you start to see these little objects moving at different speeds, changing directions. But of course, NASA, tries to convince you that they're ice particles. Also have this video here of 4 crafts. I think it's 4 crafts, maybe 2, maybe 4, maybe 1, not too sure, zipping through the night sky. Another one here, some strange objects flying through the night sky. And this is actually a follow-up. I posted something about the Solar Observatory raid a few days ago, where the FBI supposedly shut down this solar observatory, claiming that the janitor there was downloading child porn or some bullshit like that. But some people think that that they were actually trying to hide the approach of a saucer like this one here, and then let's see, and then a bunch of other little ones here. This woman, I think Mary Hall, I think her name is, I'm not too sure. This is from her footage of these objects moving around in low Earth orbit. Let's see. This is supposedly, it says, must see a leaked NASA footage of manned mission to Mars. I have no idea whether this is real or not, but here you can see this is supposedly the surface of Mars, and I think this was in the 1970s. Like I said, it was a secret mission. And then last, I have this strange video. This happened in 2018. Watch this. Let me just go full screen for a second so you see what's up. Look at that. Some kind of time warp. Look at that. Or, portal dilation or something. They don't actually know what the hell is going on. But I also have this video of a person who was there. This guy, he was one of the workers, and he describes what he saw. And this was from the Sci-Fi Channel. But anyways, let's go to this first video here. Like I said, this is supposedly a giant UFO sitting on top of a cloud. Well, that's as much as I really want to play, because the whole video is just, it's just that. Oh, actually, at the end, there is a cigar-shaped craft that we see. Check this out. Right, and then, later on, this thing just zooms away. So there's that video. Yeah, these guys will hit me with a copyright violation if I play too much of it. So link will be in the description. Let's see, this is from Reddit. So let me just go ahead and play this whole thing, because again, a lot of times these Reddit videos will just disappear. Yeah, it's only 1 minute and 5 seconds. But this is supposedly a Viper chasing a Tic Tac. And that's that. There is some disinformation coming out claiming that these crafts are military, something that was built by our military, because there are patents for this. Yeah, but you have to ask, if this was military, right, was our Navy or, whatever branch of the military built this, were they around 200 years ago or 1,000 years ago when the same Tic Tac type crafts were being described? Remember, Tic Tacs are not something that's a recent discovery. Similar shaped crafts have been seen throughout history. Yeah, these sightings go back much further than, when any of our military branches were created. So, yeah, I hardly doubt. I think that's just disinformation and deflection. That they don't want people to know that these crafts are coming up out of the oceans and that we have advanced species sharing the planet with us. Let's see. Now, this one, like I said, this is from the James Webb Space Telescope. And, this part is let me just back up a little, actually. Yeah, this is part when when it just first takes off, and you're going to see some strange, tiny, like there's one there. There's another one there.
Fantastic pictures of this telescope.
Go Webb, go Webb.
Yes, go Webb.
Ironically enough, as we marvel on this view from the upper stage camera, this will be humanity's last view of the James Webb Space Telescope as it moves to its workplace about 1 million miles away from Earth.
Yes, you're right, Rob.
You see, here we go. Here's an object coming into the frame.
Shortly from the mission operations manager at the Space Telescope Science Institute, Carl Starr, who will be calling out the procedures that will lead to the deployment of Webb's solar array. And down in the fishbowl where there is jubilation, let's go to Raphael Chevrier of Arianespace. And before we do that, Raphael, a bit earlier than planned, but there is the solar array having been deployed. James Webb now has its array out as we stand by for a confirmation that it is power positive.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, here we go. Now we're starting to see. This may be lens flare, but yeah, now you're starting to see some, these objects. Now, I don't know if these are necessarily.
And there it is. Critical call. James Webb not only has legs, but it has power as it begins its journey and the commissioning activities to follow. And with that, let's go down to the floor in the fishbowl and Raphael Chevrier of Arianespace.
Let me go back to this. Yeah, I don't believe that these are necessarily objects, like built objects. I think these are some type of organism that live in low Earth orbit. I mean, if you've seen the STS-75 video, there's obviously some creatures that are 2 to 5 miles wide that can only be seen in the infrared spectrum that exist in our low Earth orbit. And I'm not talking just a few. There are literally millions, because, take a look at the STS-75 video. Again, NASA's going to try and tell you that those are ice particles, but NASA's full of shit. Anyways, link to this will be in the description. This one here just says some, 4 objects over Mexico. This video is kind of quick, too. Let me just back up at the beginning. Oh yeah, they're definitely 4 separate crafts. But it's interesting that they fly in formation. There are reports of the Russian military encountering fleets of UFOs, moving along in formation underwater, just like our military. And and again, I've said this before. If you see a plane or a helicopter in the air, you intuitively know that it took off from someplace. It's going to either return to where it took off from, or it's going to land at another destination. So why would it be any different for the crafts that we're seeing? That these anti-gravity crafts that can move at faster than light speed. they're obviously going someplace. There are beings or entities in there, just like there are beings in our crafts that are, performing a function. These people are probably performing some type of function. I don't know whether it's military or, vacation. Who knows, what's going on. But these crafts are obviously coming from our planet, at least most of them. I'm sure some of them are visitors. But anyways, link to this will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Yeah, now this is another couple UFOs seen over Beach Park, Illinois in November of 2021. I'm not too sure if that's a video or a UFO right there. I don't know what's going on there.
Aquí en Beach Park, Illinois, justamente arriba de Waukegan, Illinois. Oh, y allá vienen más. Es una flotilla. Oh, ese que se ve arriba es el reflejo de los carros.
Yeah, now I'm going to assume these are UFOs, but definitely, you can't say definitively because there could be a logical explanation for these. But anyways, link will be in the description. Let's see this one here. Yeah, this is about the raid at the Solar Observatory. I had posted about this in a previous video, but the story is that this Solar Observatory, which I think is in New Mexico. Yeah, it's in New Mexico. They were shut down. The entire town, even the post office, was evacuated, and the FBI is claiming it was because a janitor that worked there was downloading kiddie porn, which it's just complete bullshit. But I thought that maybe because this had a view of the White Sands missile range, that there might have been a landing there. But according to this, I think her name is Mary Hall, she somehow got this photo of this. I think she got it from one of the Soho, maybe one of the Soho cameras or something. I'm not too sure how she got this, but you can definitely see that there's something there. It looks like metallic, it looks like it has an edge here. But then there's also another photo that she claims that these are a bunch of crafts. Let me see if there's any movement in this.
We still haven't got.
No, that's just a photo. But anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Let's see. Yeah, this here is supposedly leaked footage of a manned mission to Mars. We go to the beginning, we see here's Earth and the Moon. Look at that. Imagine all of the nonsense that happens, in your individual lives. It's all happening on this planet here. And then, this moon, again, of all the planets that we've so far studied, there's nothing like this. There's no moon that's this big to its planet and also this close, I don't think. But my idea is this was brought here. I mean, there's a word called proselyne, which means the time before the moon. And there's also stories about people who talk about, being on Earth when the moon was supposedly brought here. But anyways, this is an interesting video. Here's supposedly Mars. And then there's actually, in the beginning, there's no audio, but then I think we get to about here and we start to hear audio. Let me see this.
We can look out.
Yeah.
We're going to look out one of them right now. All right, Sergey, you're going to send me the Commander. Good luck.
So anyways, there's that. And then they actually, show them flying over the surface of Mars, supposedly. But anyways, that's that very interesting video. Again, I have no idea, if this is valid or not, but it looks it looks realistic. Anyways, let's go to this last video here. Yeah, this is something that I came across a few years ago and went out and looked for it and found this video. But apparently they were building a tunnel through this mountain, and these workers came across this strange phenomenon going on in this tunnel. Check this out. Well, anyways, this is, over 3 minutes of this video. I think I'm going to go back here. Well, anyways, and then, some of the workers were apparently interviewed. So here's this guy here being interviewed about what he saw. Let me just back up just a hair.
Juan Antonio Sanchez.
La tierra empezó a rugir como de un león. Eso produce mucho, mucho temor porque en cualquier momento uno creía que el túnel se podía derrumbar o que podía... Temimos mucho por nuestras vidas.
Footage of the weird pulsing energy baffles scientists.
There's also this booming sound that's associated with it.
Anyways, I don't want to play too much of it because these guys will for sure hit me with a copyright violation if I play too much of this. But, of course, the link will be in the description, so you can always go check it out yourself. But that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.